Have you ever wondered why women ignore you while they chase other guys who don't seem to put in half the effort you do? If you're tired of feeling invisible, if you're sick of being the guy who gets left on red, then this video is for you. Today we're diving deep into the exact steps that will make any woman stop ignoring you. This is not some fluffy motivational content. This is raw, brutally honest advice. If you're willing to hear the truth and apply it, your results will change, guaranteed. Let's go. 1. Stop acting desperate. It's repelling her. Let's kick off with a hard truth. Desperation repels women. You see, desperation signals one thing to her, that you're insecure and you have nothing going on in your life except her. That, my friend, is the fastest way to make sure she ignores you forever. The reality is, we're biologically wired to find value in things that are scarce, things that aren't easy to obtain. It's called the scarcity principle, and it applies to relationships just like it does to economics. When you make yourself too available, when you're always texting, always calling, always liking her posts, you're subconsciously telling her, I have nothing better to do than obsess over you. And trust me, she sees that. 2. Attention is a currency. Spend it wisely. Women are constantly flooded with attention. They get DMs, likes, compliments all day, every day. It's like living in a sea of endless validation, which means your attention has almost no value if you give it freely. Think about it. If she gets 100 likes on every picture she posts, what's one more like from you going to mean? Nothing. It's not valuable. Attention is a currency, and like all currencies, if it's too abundant, its value drops. So how do you make your attention valuable? By being selective. High-value men know that they only give attention when it's earned. Instead of throwing your likes at her like they're candy, hold back. Make her work for it. It might sound counterintuitive, but scarcity breeds value. When you stop giving away your attention for free, suddenly she'll notice. 3. The psychology of the chase. Humans are wired to value what we work for. There's a well-known psychological phenomenon called the effort justification effect. In simple terms, it means that when we put in effort for something, we tend to value it more. If you're always the one putting in all the effort, you rob her of the opportunity to value you. You become something that came too easily, and she subconsciously assumes, if he's this available, he must not be that valuable. You have to reverse that. Let her put in effort. Give her space to chase you. If she's ignoring you, stop chasing her. Stop sending those follow-up texts. Let her notice the silence. Let her feel the absence of your attention. Not every woman deserves your time, and the ones who do will put in effort to earn it. 4. Know when to walk away. It's your strongest move. There's nothing more powerful than a man who knows when to walk away. The mistake that most men make is that they keep trying, even when the writing is clearly on the wall. If she's ignoring you, if she's consistently not showing interest, your best move is to walk away. It's not about playing games, it's about valuing yourself. When she realizes that you're not like all the other guys who will just wait around forever, she'll start to see you differently. But this isn't just a tactic. You have to genuinely be willing to move on, to recognize your own value, and to know that there are other opportunities out there. When you embody this mindset, you're no longer acting from a place of scarcity, and that confidence is magnetic. 5. Purpose first, women second. Here's a truth that's going to sting for some of you. Women are not attracted to men who make them the center of their universe. They're attracted to men who have their own universe, their own purpose, their own passion, their own ambitions. If you're always available, if you're always the one reaching out, it means you're not busy building something for yourself. And that's a massive turnoff. Psychologists have studied this phenomenon, and what it boils down to is that women are naturally attracted to men with ambition and drive. It's evolutionary. A man who is on his purpose is seen as a provider, someone who's capable of thriving in any situation. If you want to make her stop ignoring you, you need to show her that your life is bigger than just her. Find your purpose. Chase it relentlessly. Not only will this make you more attractive, but it will also give you a sense of fulfillment that doesn't depend on anyone else. 6. Embrace rejection. It means growth. You have to understand that rejection is not the end of the world. In fact, it's a part of growth. Every high-value man has faced rejection and used it to get better. If a woman ignores you, take it as feedback. Was there something you could have done better? Did you put her on a pedestal? Did you overinvest before she earned it? The same principle applies to dating. Every rejection is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to become better. Women are drawn to men who aren't afraid of rejection because it shows confidence. It shows that you're not relying on her for your sense of self-worth. 7. Stop trying to impress her. Impress yourself instead. Most men fall into the trap of trying too hard to impress women. Most men fall into the trap of trying too hard to impress women, and it comes off as insecure. Here's the harsh truth. Women can see right through this. They know when you're trying too hard, and it comes off as insecure. Instead of focusing on impressing her, focus on impressing yourself. Set goals for yourself and achieve them. Hit the gym and get in the best shape of your life. Start that business you've been talking about. Develop skills that make you proud of who you are. When you genuinely value yourself and live a life you're proud of, that energy is infectious. You won't need to try to impress her because she'll naturally be drawn to you. 8. The power of contrast. To make her stop ignoring you, you need to understand the power of contrast. Think about it. If 90% of guys are doing the same thing, liking her posts, giving her constant attention, bending over backward for her, then you need to be different. You need to be the contrast. When you're different from the rest, you stand out. This doesn't mean you should be rude or dismissive. It means you need to show that you value yourself and that your attention is earned, not given freely. When you provide a stark contrast to what she's used to, you instantly become more intriguing. 9. The science of attraction, dopamine and uncertainty. There's a scientific reason why unpredictability works so well in attraction. It has to do with dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. When something is predictable, the brain gets used to it, and the dopamine response decreases. However, when there's uncertainty, the dopamine response spikes. This is why gambling is so addictive. The uncertainty creates excitement. She starts to associate you with excitement, with curiosity, with something that isn't boring and predictable. This doesn't mean you should play games. It means you should live your life in such a way that you're not always available at her beck and call. Keep her guessing and you'll keep her interested. 10. Be willing to be alone. It shows strength. The ultimate power move is being comfortable with being alone. A man who is afraid of being alone will tolerate disrespect, will overinvest, and will settle for less than he deserves. But a man who is comfortable being alone? He's dangerous. He doesn't need validation from anyone else, and that confidence is incredibly attractive. High-value men are not afraid of walking away. They're not afraid of losing a woman because they know they'll be just fine on their own. This isn't about pretending or putting on an act. It's about genuinely being okay with who you are and where you are in life. When you have that level of self-respect, women can sense it. They know that you're not like the rest, and that makes you stand out. Conclusion. The brutal truth. Here's the tough reality. If she's ignoring you, it's because she doesn't see enough value in you to make an effort, and that's on you. It's on you to change how you present yourself, how you value yourself, and how you live your life. The good news is you have the power to change that starting right now. Stop chasing, stop overinvesting, and stop putting her on a pedestal. Focus on building yourself, on creating a life that you're proud of, on becoming the best version of yourself. The moment you do that, you'll notice a shift. Women will stop ignoring you, not because you're playing some manipulative game, but because you've become the kind of man who is worth noticing. And that's the honest truth. It's not easy, it's not always comfortable, but it's worth it. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to hear the brutal truths and act on them, you won't need any other content to replace this. This is the only advice you need, because it works. Now go out there, be the man you know you can be, and let the results speak for themselves. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.